Business owners often feel out of control of their own business, at the whim and fail of their environment of choice. And really, that does not have to be the case. If you understand your client base, if you understand your product, which every business owner does, or service, but how that integrates to those that you need to reach and touch, you can manage your own sales process and pretty much define where your business goes and your success rate. Even if you're in a walk-in retail shop, how you manage individuals' expectations when they step in, and how you reach out to your community. That's where the marketing and sales process first begins. Keep that in mind, that your sales success is not based upon hiring the right people. And yes, we will train the right people to do what needs to be done. But your marketing success is based upon you and your application of the principles you're about to learn in this process. Marketing. When you think about marketing, we think about, I have a product, if I put on a billboard, put it in a radio campaign, if I put it out to enough people, it will naturally sell. When that is only partially true. The other side of it is, how do you wrap that marketing? What's the decision-making process there? What is the story that's being told, and what lies behind that? For example, you got the informative close, whereas you got the emotional close. And really, when it comes down to it, is the emotions that we make all of our decisions from. Take a look at the information close. Let's say I got a cell phone in my hand. This cell phone, this Sam Toy 12,000, has 16 GPUs and 5 CPUs and 12 cameras and 86 gigabytes of hash force power, and you want to buy 12 of it. That doesn't really reach you, does it? And so many times marketing of items and products are done that way, when really, if I said, look, I got a phone in my hand. You want to change the world. And you want to do it from the palm of your hand. The new Sam Force 26 can do exactly that. All you got to do is swipe left or right or what have you. And you do it with a smile. You'll buy that far more readily than the 26 GPU. Yes, there's different individuals that want information and others want the emotion. But when it all comes down to it, in the end, the final decision is the emotional decision. We use the information to bring us through that emotion. So as you design as a business owner, your sales process and your marketing process, keep that in mind, and your close ratios will go up naturally, and you'll apply that to your sales team, and look out, the game will be on. The number one role of a salesperson is to simply build a synergistic relationship between you and the client that you're with. Often, who am I kidding? Often, just about every time a salesperson has begun, it starts adversarially. A guy wants to pick up a girl at the bar. What are you looking at me for? A person calls you up in the middle of the night trying to sell you duct cleaning or what have you. Or you walk onto a parking lot and to buy a car, and you're worried if that person is going to be pushing something on you. Even getting your car fixed at a mechanic. Are you going to sell me something that my car does not need? All these concerns we are holding our purse strings tight because we are expecting to be taken. And the salesperson is there expecting for rejection, looking for rejection. They're going to hate me. They're going to say no. And there's this natural adversarial side to sales that we naturally think is there, when really the number one thing that a salesperson does is break all that apart. And you allow the customer to be themselves and communicate clearly and transparently where they're coming from, as you communicate where you're coming from. And in that synergy, you make for a much greater result, a much bigger good, and a much bigger sell, a better sell, and a long-term relationship. The number of customers I've made in sales that then become lifelong friends are almost immeasurable. It builds a criticality in life as a result of that success. So the number one thing you do as a salesperson is simply build relationship, grow relationship, synergize, identify the needs of your customer, identify how the needs of yourself can support that, and make history together. It's that simple. And with that, there's never a need to push, there's never a need to demand, there's never a need to defame, disparage, raise your voice, or get upset, because we're all looking at helping one another in the big end.